Savings which are being made much closer to home. They may have saved it from closure 10 years ago. Now the people of Burntwood are fighting to keep their waste tip open once again.
The local council says with limited public funds it's too expensive to keep running, but residents say it's well used and they don't want to lose it. Over now to Sarah Falkland, who's there. Sarah.
Well, the gates of the tip behind me closed for the evening about half an hour ago, Nick, but of course, as you say, the County Council want to see this site shut permanently. They say that this is all about careful and responsible management of very limited public funds. That's the phrase that you might have from a council near you very soon in this climate of cuts. Staffordshire County Council, they've got to save £40 million this year. They say this site is uneconomic, it has to close, and that's a decision that's really incensed people living here. Another busy weekend of gardening and DIY for the people of Burntwood in Staffordshire. They quite like their tip. They may often have to queue to use it, but it's less than a quarter of a mile out of town. The County Council, though, wants to close it, a decision some would describe like this.
It was taken arbitrarily at the time, and to me it was based on ignorance compounded by arrogance.
The County Council say the cost of running this tip is around £130,000 a year. They say closing it is all about good housekeeping. The people of Burntwood say that's rubbish.
There's that many people use it and it's needed. Why get rid of something that's needed in the community?
The council want residents to drive to Cannock or to Lichfield to dump their rubbish, a minimum distance of 3.5 miles.
You will see that Burntwood people at the moment have got a much better service than virtually anybody in Staffordshire. And even without this site, the distance they have to travel will be considerably less than the average distance.
Only that's not how the 10,000 plus people who sign these petitions see it. This man and independent councillors managed to raise the matter at the council's scrutiny committee. So will there now be a U-turn?
You can't always change a decision just because people don't want it. At the end of the day, turkeys tend not to vote for Christmas.
If the council gets its way, the tip will be gone by Christmas. It's set to close the middle of next month. But as you mentioned at the beginning there, Nick, this isn't the first time they've tried to shut the tip here. Here's a man who was instrumental in saving it the last time, which was how many years ago, Eric?
It's been precisely 10 years ago.
OK, now people living in the country watching the programme tonight will say, why can't the people of Burntwood drive 3.5